modders have ruined GTA 5, and I don't think that's a hot take, because if you've played on PC over the past couple years, you've more than likely experienced teleportation, being caged in the air, and overall just having unplayable lobbies. And I'm not here to fix that. It is a lost cause at this point, but I am going to try to find some of these modders and then use the TV and my CEO to spectate them to see what kind of devious, terrible, nonchalant dreadhead ways they like to ruin my session. So yeah, this should be interesting. All right. We are in. I don't actually know the best way to go deliberately find modders. Usually, I try to keep my distance from them. But we'll start by heading over to our players. And let's see if any numbers stand out. Okay, I mean, 530 is pretty high. But other than that, none of these really scream, hey, I'm a modder. But that's all right. You can't know for sure. Let's head out into the real world and see what people are up to. Which at first wasn't crazy. I just borrowed an NPC's bike. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And drove around the city, finding AFK people in their cars, other people fighting, really nothing too interesting until after about 10 minutes. Bro, look at how many destroyed vehicles are over here. Are these somebody? Nah, these have to be spawned in, I feel like. I mean, what? Yo, where did this bus come from? You probably shouldn't have said that. Anyway, like, bro, look at this thing. That thing is mangled. Over here, we have a destroyed... What? I forget the name of this plane. Oh, and one of these old ruiners. Wait, can I drive this? This thing's sick. I saw somebody do a video recently of driving one of these. But what else is over here, man? There's a van inside of a building, it appears. A Speedo Custom on top of a stairwell. Another car on some stairs. Okay, this is definitely not normal. I'm straight up just gonna ask, is anybody modding? Send that, see what they say. Dog, no one is modding. Okay, so I'll take that as a no. After that not many people can, have to get a good menu. Okay, so no one in this session is modding, which meant the next little bit of my life was spent loading into a lot more sessions and asking the same questions. No, bro, shut the f up. No one is modding. Don't know what that says, but probably something along the lines of no. Nah. Okay, yeah, that's a lie. Someone's modding. Jesus Christ, what was that? Yeah, even when I got into a session with a modder, they turned out to be boring and not really do anything. But after a literal entire day of playing in different lobbies... All right, so I just asked my famous question, is someone modding? And we got a yep. I'm gonna say who. Which I really hope someone is actually modding, because I have went into 1,000 sessions without finding a modder. So W Rockstar, that's actually a good thing. But anyway, he said that guy, which rightfully someone responded with, what guy? So I'm gonna say, yeah, who is it? Not trying to sound like a fed or anything. I just want to know who's modding. But in the meantime, we'll turn on the TV and we'll start scrolling through some channels until we get to here where we can spectate anybody in the lobby. We just don't know who the one modding is. I mean, it would make sense if it was this level 8,000. We'll switch over to him. Wait. Oh, wait, is it Deluxo? Okay, that makes sense why I was flying. Now, judging by the fact that I was thinking a Deluxo flying meant someone was modding, it was pretty obvious I was struggling to find a modder, so I kind of just sat in this session for a while, sort of waiting for a modder to come to me. And over the time I just sat there and watched people, I started to develop some suspects, like this dude who I swear was spawning in planes. Is he, like, spawning these jets in? Where are these jets coming from? And is he this good, or is he, like, aimbotting onto them? And there were some other people that were level 8,000 or doing some weird things. But finally, after like 300 sessions, y'all, for the 10 billionth time, someone claimed that they're modding. Are they? Probably not. But we'll take a seat on the couch, we'll turn on the TV, and we will pray to Jesus they're actually modding. Rockstar, I'm actually proud of you. It is way harder to find a modder than I thought. Don't even know why I'm talking. I'm sure no one will ever see this because this is the 10 billionth time this has happened. But we'll see. What was his name? I believe it was JSG911. He is exactly level 1,000, and he's under the map. Oh, no, we're back. We're good. Okay, wait, maybe we have a modder. Let's see. Okay, kind of just standing still. What's going? Oh, we're on. What? No, I turned around for 1 second, bro. Who? What? Oh, we just teleported. No, okay, we have a modder. Oh my God, we have a modder. What? No. What happened? Yeah, so basically instantly the modder left, which obviously made me really upset, but I knew his name, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to send the dude a friend request, which to my surprise was actually accepted. So I had the option to basically just follow him into each session. All right, we are back spectating the modders. Yep, just spawn someone in with an RPG. So I have this person added now, so even if they get kicked again, oh, where are we going? We are under the map. But anyway, like I was trying to say while they're getting beat up, is I have them added. So even if they get kicked, we should be able to follow them, which turned out to be the best decision I ever made, because after the modder was done trying to become a helicopter and doing some other weird stuff, I mean, this is the weirdest mod menu. Like, who designed this? They left again. But luckily, it wasn't a huge issue, because I could just follow them to their next game. So I got to see flying rusty tractors, making other players tweak out, all that stuff. I got to see all of it. However, it was very annoying switching sessions every couple of minutes, so I ended up messaging the dude asking why he keeps leaving, and he said this, basically, or I guess in simpler terms, this. But, all right, ladies and gentlemen, don't fear. We're back in his session, and I was messaging back and forth with him a little bit. He said that now, in theory, he shouldn't get kicked. It was something about how he had to, like, host or... Dude, I don't mod. I don't know. All I do know is if I now click on his name, we should just be able to sit back, relax, and watch a modder hard at work in a beat-up... Jesus Christ, I just got kicked. Yeah, even my dumbass was starting to realize this probably wasn't going to work. So I rejoined him one last time and was like, what the heck? I'll ask him for his Discord. Oh, wait, he actually responded. Okay, so my Discord, I'll blur his Discord so you guys don't spam him and call him bad names. But I am actually going to try to add him. That'd be sick if I could talk to a modder. Hello?
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Doing pretty well, man.
I'll cut straight to the chase, bro. So I've been looking for a modder for the past, I don't know, like literally 2 days of my life. Finally came across you, right?
Yep.
My goal has been to find one, to spectate one. And I don't know if you could tell, I've been following you through the past probably like 35 sessions trying to spectate you.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, so I've been trying to spectate a modder. And I mean, you're doing some, you know, I wouldn't say good things, but they're cool. Okay, the stuff you do, I'll give you that. But my main question, man, like why? Like why mod, man?
Well, I live in my mother's basement and she bought me a mod menu, so it's all I have in life.
So that's like the modding's the highlight of your life, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's all I do.
So with somewhat understanding his motives, I asked if he could just share his screen and show me like what it looks like from his end, and he actually did it.
Yeah, this is what it looks like. There's a lot of stuff. It's pretty confusing.
Now, I do not want to promote what this man is doing. In fact, let me just say, do not mod. You will get banned. But nonetheless, I was intrigued in watching what a modder can do, because this is apparently one of the better mod menus you could buy, because he had normal options like God mode. Bro, I don't get how you don't get banned though. Like, you are currently living 12-year-old me's dream GTA life, and there are some more options that I expected, like aimbot, spawning in cars. But when I asked him to do the weirdest thing he could, his response definitely caught me a little bit off guard.
All right, well, you could become Jesus Christ and literally walk on water.
I don't get that.
All right, well, you said that I can't walk on water. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and prove you wrong really quick. Let's just go ahead and jump off the pier. Well, let me first teleport to the pier, and then, yeah, literally just walk on water.
Well, okay, first of all, you're Michael, not Jesus, but arguably the same person. Michael is the GOAT of story mode.
Bro said I wasn't Jesus.
If someone told me earlier today that in a couple hours I would be sitting at my computer watching Jesus run on water, I probably would not believe them.
Well, now you do.
And as you can probably guess, the next hour of my life was spent watching in amazement as I saw Jesus walk through walls. I saw every player's IP that joined the session, which feels illegal. I'm definitely blurring that. But yeah, after watching all of that. All right, man. So it's the next day, and here's what I'll say. Is it cool watching a modder mod? Yeah, I like watching random NPCs fly around the map. Is it something I promote? No, not at all. I've played in GTA sessions where I'll see like a level 1 billion, and then next thing you know, I'm in a cage. It's really annoying. So I do not promote modding at all. I'm actually quite against it, but I will say it was kind of fun spectating him. But do not mod... I just broke a glass.